Alright, so hey y'all, it's Kalia Monique. My first name's Kalia, my middle name's Monique. It's Kalia Monique. For today's video, I will be testing out the reading 100 pages a day challenge. I don't know if that's what it's actually called. Is that what it's called? I feel like that's what it's called. It's okay. I'm going to be reading 100 pages a day for a week. I am nervous. So here's the thing. I have actually started this video before, like a couple weeks ago. And then it was also the very first week that I was transitioning into a new position at work. And so yeah, no, that was too much work. That was exhausting and honestly quite stressful. Wasn't a good choice. I was like, okay, I'll start over. I'll do it again. Before this intro, you guys have probably already seen clips of my reading last night, which was Monday. Today is Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday I started. Full disclosure, I did not make it to the 100 pages. I made it to 82 pages and my eyes literally could not stay open at that point in time. And so I had to call it a night. I got so close though. And so with that being said, I'm very proud of how much I did read because it literally all 82 pages were read last night. I'm also getting a late start today, clearly, so it's looking like these next 100 pages will also have to be read tonight, but that's okay. Now that I am working more hours and I am still very much committed to this channel, there are less hours that I have in a day that I can just dedicate to myself and just have self-care time. Or at least that's how it feels. Unless I am very intentional in my self-care throughout the week, it's not getting done. I have noticed this for these past few weeks as I started this position that I am really working and going to sleep. Like that's all I'm doing. I'm working at one of my jobs or I'm working on this channel and then I am going to sleep. I am tired. I want to have self-care and I want to make sure that I am putting in as much love into myself as I need, and I'm just not doing that currently. And this is literally the beginning of me being in this position. So I want to start off with a bang and really make sure that self-care is absolutely a part of my routine and a part of my schedule. Also, since my birthday, I wanted to be more intentional with my nighttime routine. And hopefully once I develop a nighttime routine, I can then start developing a morning routine, because right now the mornings and I don't get, we don't know what the word routine means yet. But hopefully once I get more comfortable with the routine at night, it can help me to prepare for the morning routine and vice versa. I want to make sure that there are pockets within my day that I am being intentional and loving myself and taking those breaks. I'm taking those breaks to acknowledge myself and my successes, you know? I feel like this time of year tends to be the busiest for a lot of people for obvious reasons. I just want to make sure that I don't allow being busy to get in the way of me loving myself. And so, yeah, this is going to be the 100 pages a day challenge, self-care edition. It was very humbling for me to count out how many books of mine I have not yet read. I don't want to talk about it, okay? I don't want to talk about anything. It's just so exhausting. Oh my god, no pictures, please. Yelling at them, just leave, get out, like leave now. We don't need to go through all this. Why? Why are you heading towards trauma on purpose? They love me too. You're literally sunshine as a person, but thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, so hey y'all, it is Wednesday night, probably somewhere around 9:30 p.m. What was I about to say? Yeah, so the last time you guys all saw me was actually for the intro for this video. I might have caught some b-roll from last night. Hopefully I did, because I did film some. I just don't know if I'm going to use it yet. But basically what happened was I had a check-in and I just don't like the mood that I was in. I was just very, and the camera wasn't even on me, but I was very audibly upset and flustered and anxious, and honestly I'm scared to even look at that footage because I know it'll just trigger me. Essentially what happened was I had plans for Monday and had scheduled things around what I thought Monday was going to look like, and then as life does, things didn't go according to plan. I had a little one thing was entered into my schedule that I wasn't anticipating, and then it just felt like all Monday I was struggling to catch up with that one thing that was added and like what that prevented me from doing. So on Monday, I was planning on filming my December reading plans. I was planning on cleaning my room. I was planning on doing laundry, and once that one thing was entered into my schedule, it seemed like everything else was adding more time, pushing more things back in my schedule, to where it was literally Tuesday night and I hadn't put a single load of laundry in. I hadn't cleaned anything in my room or organized anything. I hadn't done any of the things that I was planning on doing on Monday. I had to film and edit the video on Tuesdays, which was very possible when I was working home full time, but I'm no longer doing that. I'm not commuting more, so I very specifically try to plot time to film to film on Mondays. And yeah, things got in the way. Couldn't film on Monday. If you can see inside my closet, oh my god, I am so sorry. But that is again one of the things that I was planning on organizing. But yeah, it was just, I was upset and I could hear it in my voice. Honestly, I feel like showing you all how flustered I was is showing how like upset, like again, my face wasn't in the camera, but how audibly upset I was would be more harm than actually just saying it. So in this instance, I feel like it is actually better to tell instead of show. So anyways, I'm doing a lot better now. I felt very productive today, not necessarily in things outside of work. Literally, I just felt productive in work, and that was great. I have a load of laundry that's in the washing machine right now. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the dryer because it sounds like the load is done. I'm currently cleaning up my room. And once I finish that, I will go ahead and get to reading my 100 pages for today. One thing that I forgot to mention in my introduction that is going to impact reading 100 pages a day, it's the week of Thanksgiving. So I will be with my family almost all day tomorrow. So I'm just going to read my 100 pages in the morning. I don't know if I'm going to read all 100 pages, but I'm definitely going to try to get to at least 50 in the morning. Something that very much contributed to how upset I got last night was that I was not even close to being in the 100 page mark for the night. I think I read like 40 or 50 pages because I genuinely, with filming and editing and of course working, I didn't get to actually sit down and read until an hour before bed. And so yeah, I was just very upset and kind of disappointed with myself, but not too much. I wasn't disappointed with myself. I was just disappointed in the situation. Like I kind of mentioned, like it's Wednesday night now. I'm just now catching up on the things that I was supposed to have done on Monday. So yeah, that's upsetting to me. And once I finish cleaning, I'll start reading. And again, I don't work tomorrow since it's Thanksgiving, so I can stay up as long as I want to and read as many pages as I want to. And then even tomorrow, I don't work on Friday, so same thing. I have all the time in the world to continue reading. And yeah, I think that's everything. I will go ahead and update you all later tonight when I finish my 100 pages. So, bye. Alright, so goodness, I am so nervous to see what this shot looks like. And oh, my, my TV's still on. Cool. I'm nervous to see what this shot looks like when it's editing time. Okay, so what did I want to say? I know what I want to say now. I haven't done the 100 pages yet. Honestly, I'm just about to hit one of my breaks because I didn't get to mention this yesterday because I didn't do it yesterday. Did I do it yesterday? No, but I did do it Monday night. I'm realizing as much as I want to like read and then take my like hour break afterwards, I don't have the attention span for that. So it honestly works out better for me to read like 20 pages, 30 pages, maybe 40 pages even, or even like reading for like kind of doing sprints, honestly. Reading for like 45 minutes and then taking a break and watching YouTube, or honestly that's what I've been doing because videos on YouTube are shorter than watching a whole episode of Hotel de Luna or getting entranced by a video game. And so taking just quick sprints of like reading 20 to 30-ish pages and then watching a quick clip on YouTube, it's very helpful in like recentering my brain and refocusing. Yeah, I think that I'm going to add that to my nighttime routine instead. I don't know. I'm gonna just do what feels right, honestly. So yeah, I'm about to hit a break now, and I think I'm actually going to watch. Like, I think I'm going to set a timer for like maybe 15 minutes and watch some of Hotel de Luna, and then go back to the book and read maybe 20 to 30 more pages, and then another 15 minutes. The only reason I'm doing the update now before I reach those 100 pages is because I am sleepy. I don't want to do this no more. I mean, I do. I want to read more. Okay, that was a lie. I don't want this I'm referring to is vlogging. I don't want to lift the camera again. I don't want to do it. I don't. I want to watch TV and read and go sleep. So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, good night, y'all. I will see you tomorrow. No, this isn't a mistake or a glitch in the programming. This black screen you're all looking at is the state of my room. I fell asleep, y'all. Not too long after I did that update last night, I fell asleep. I think I read like 50 pages last night, and then I updated y'all, and here we are. This is what yeah. I just want y'all to see what I experienced, because literally it was the update and then I saw this. Good morning, I guess. I am really loving this book, and I really feel like I'm in a good groove with reading right before bed. Everything is great. I read this morning. I'm laying down to rest now, about to read some more, and I feel like I've hit a good groove. But there's nothing worse than feeling that way and realizing you still have that much more to read. What the fuck? This is not worth it. I'm telling you. I got 50 good pages in me a day. I mostly read at night. It's what makes the most sense. Oh, I just realized I'm literally showing you a chapter in the book. I just can't freaking do it. I want to reach 100 pages so bad, but it doesn't make sense. I'm just so upset. It's this type of thing that makes me not want to continue reading, because it's like, well, I have so much more to go. I don't want to do any more. This is Thursday, the 4th day in this challenge, and I've yet to reach 100 pages. I'm annoyed, honestly. Oh, there's chickens? Okay. Yum, 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 yum. You want to eat the popcorn? Mm-hmm. Alright, so hey y'all. I genuinely don't know when I last updated you. I think I don't know. It might have been yesterday morning. No. Oh no. It was last night when I was so excited to keep reading. And once again, Oh my god, I didn't have a break, guys. I just went to sleep. That what happened. I said I was gonna take a break because I was in need of a break, because honestly, looking at the page count I had left for the day honestly made me angry. So I took a break and I fell asleep. I started watching YouTube and I fell asleep. I even tried. I was like, the night's still young. Let me set a timer to get back. That timer went off. I turned it off and went back to sleep. Lights were still on. The light was still on. And then I woke up again and was like, oh, no, no, no. It's official. We're not doing this anymore. I grabbed some water, checked my water, turned my lights off, and went to sleep. And for that, I am sorry. That was 2 nights in a row. We love that for me. Except we don't. What we do love, however, is that I have finished Full Disclosure. Is that in the frame? I have finished Full Disclosure, and I absolutely love this book. I don't yet have a rating for it. I'm going to sit on it for a bit, but it's going to be a fairly high rating. I thoroughly enjoyed every chance I got to read this book. I was upset with every moment that distracted me from reading this book. It was so great. I thoroughly enjoyed Full Disclosure. I really loved the subject matter and how it was handled. It gave me very similar feelings as when I was reading Darius the Great Is Not Okay or Felix Ever After, both books that I thoroughly enjoyed because of the young voice that was leading it. And here's the thing, I know like that's just like what YA is. It's like they're books from a younger voice, like the main characters are younger, but no, because not all YA does it like this. There's just some, like, especially dealing with the subject matter of having a main character who is HIV positive and her journey as she has to disclose this information with people she cares about and what some of her traumas are that hold her back from doing so. It's just so intriguing, and I learned so much with this book. There's a lot that, like, even if you know the basics of like HIV, I still learned quite a bit because like the main character was still learning some things. And yeah, it just was very impactful and amazing. I loved it so much. There's even, oh my god, in the author's note, there's even additional resources for like information and stuff. So that's super cool. And I love this book so much. It's one of those books that like give me like a warm, fuzzy feeling when I read it, even though the subject matter is so intense. Like it's still like the main character is still so innocent and still has such a great voice to her that is like, oh, I love her so much and I love her life. I will do harm to anyone that hurts Simone. I really will. And someone hurt Simone in this book, which that's not a spoiler. That is literally part of the synopsis. Someone is getting in her way and is trying to disclose her status before she is ready. And that is literally in the synopsis. And that person, if they were real, I absolutely would be coming for them. Like, but they're not real, and so I just have to sit with my anger. Anyways, yeah, I love this book so much. One thing I also absolutely adored about Simone is just how honest she was in her curiosity surrounding sex and how honest she was in wanting to have sex. Like, I was like, thank you. Because, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like so often people are like, you can't talk about sex with kids, they're too young. And this book even kind of delved upon that, of like people will straight up be like, you can't talk to teenagers about sex because, oh my god, like, if you talk about it, then they'll have it. No, if you don't, they'll do it dangerously. Anyways, I just really enjoyed this book for that reason. Yeah, I felt like this was a very healthy depiction of a high school student and a very healthy discussion being had of how it's completely normal to be curious about sex. No, like, no matter what age, because like people have questions, and you shouldn't have to just be like, I wonder what this is, I wonder how this works out. You should be able to ask your questions without someone guilting you. And yeah, I just really loved that about this book. I just love Simone as a main character. I really do. God, I love this book. But yeah, I'm going to read another 20 page, or I'm going to read at least 20 more pages. It's like almost 11, I think, but I'm wide awake because I took a nap today. I'm going to pick up the Dragon Republic, read at least 20 more pages. I probably won't pick up the camera again until tomorrow, so I'm letting y'all know that now. But I'm just going to celebrate a little bit early, just a little bit, because this is the very first night I actually made it to 100 pages, and I could be upset with myself that it's literally the 5th night out of a 7-night challenge, but instead I'm just going to be proud of myself that I made it at least one of the days. Alright, hey y'all, so this is going to be a very quick one because I can't find my little tripod thing, and my arms just do not have the strength for this. So let's go ahead and get into the update for today. So today is Saturday. I have completed my goal. I also completed my goal for the day Friday. So 2 days in a row now, y'all. 2 days in a row. I've reached that 100-page mark. Almost exactly 100 pages on both days. Literally 100 pages yesterday, and then immediately was like, I'm sleepy. And now I think I reached a little bit over 100 or something like that. And then went into the next chapter, or like just whatever it took to finish the chapter. And then yeah, now I'm done. And I have time to spare, which has been great. I literally have been doing nothing with that time but like watching YouTube videos, and it feels great. But now I'm about to watch some Hotel de Luna and then go to sleep. But it feels good to complete the 100 pages for a day. Granted, I expected that. Like, I didn't expect the weekend to be a difficult time to read pages, or like, yeah, that's when I read, right? That's when I do the majority of my reading. And if I never have proof before, I definitely have proof now, because that is exactly what happened with this challenge. While I haven't been able to read 100 pages every night, I have, however, been keeping up with my nighttime routine. So I just finished washing my face. And I have to say, like, out of the week, that is what has been keeping me together. Just like having that nighttime routine of like taking my shower, washing my face, coming into bed to read and relax. Even though I'm not able to reach the pages, it was nice to still have that time, that was dedicated to myself. I just wish that it wasn't rushed all the days that it was rushed. Also, a little slightly upset at the fact that, like, on the weekdays, I was just so flustered and upset and just, like, stressed out. And here I am on the weekends, completely fine and okay. I mean, technically, that's all good, great, and good. The whole point of this is that I want to have more relaxation and I want to be more relaxed during the week. I want to have more self-care during the week. And honestly, my anxiety got in the way of all of that, which I'm not too upset with myself. I can't be too mad at myself at that, but it's still like, darn, what I was afraid of kind of happened. Alright, so it is currently 8 p.m. on Sunday night, and I have officially read my 100 pages for the day. Honestly, y'all, I didn't think I was going to make it today because I missed out on Morning Sprints over on Mel's Patreon, and like very intentionally did by accident, if that makes sense. The sprint started at 6 a.m. my time, so clearly I was going to be late. Then I woke up at like 7 or something and was like, oh, hell no. And then went back to sleep. And then literally did not wake up again until sprints were. Actually, no, I had time with sprints. I had about 2 more hours of the sprints happening. and still was like, no, I'm not reading right now. I don't want to. And so I just did all of this reading at night. Apparently, I like to read at night, which makes sense. Usually during the day, my mind is so hyper focused on finishing tasks that it's hard for me to actually focus on doing things I enjoy, such as reading. Or even on days like this, when I like Sundays, literally my brain doesn't want to do anything, including reading. Like I just want to sit there and stare at a wall, honestly. I have made it 3 out of 7 days. I made it that 100 pages. In total, I read 516 pages this week. I'm proud that I read what I did. I read 2 great books. Full disclosure was an amazing read. I highly, highly suggest it to you all, but you can catch more of my thoughts on Full Disclosure in my autumnal wrap up. So let's talk about my thoughts with this challenge and some of the things that I've learned about myself during this journey. So my initial thoughts of this challenge was that I was never going to get it done. I was very upset with myself at the beginning of this challenge and not being able to make it to that 100 pages, to the point where I would kind of feel discouraged in reading because it felt like I was never going to reach those 100 pages. So yeah, that definitely is not the way to read for me personally, because it just ends up making me feel like I haven't done enough, even though every bit of reading that I get to during the week is a success in and of itself, because I am still dedicating some amount of time to reading. It's very unfortunate that the days that I needed self-care the most, the days that I needed to relax the most, I genuinely couldn't find time to do so, because I did need to plan for the days that were coming. I did have to do tasks that I did have to make up for tasks for the days that had passed. And so I really felt like I was failing at this whole task of finding moments of self-care throughout the week. And so for this week in particular, I am very happy that we ended up having that break. Even though I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I at least appreciated that everybody else expected me to, and so I could at least have that break and relaxing. And then also I got to spend time with family overall. That's always a nice way for me to reset. And so moving forward, I want to make sure that when I do have days like Monday, I take a moment to sit and acknowledge that I am flustered and that I am upset, because what ended up happening was me not acknowledging it on Monday and just rushing through reading my pages of the book, rushing through skincare and everything, and then going straight to bed. Ignoring it on Monday made it seep into Tuesday and Wednesday. It wasn't until I got to have a complete rest and go to sleep and hang out with family and had more hours to read without feeling guilty for doing so that I actually felt like Monday wasn't that big of a deal. I just need to rearrange or readjust the way I think of certain scenarios. That ultimately my mind and my health is what's the most important, and I just let my anxiety get in the way of feeling good about myself, and that's always unfortunate. Essentially, I'm just hard on myself. I need to get over it. But with that being said, I believe that is everything I wanted to share with you all today. I do consider this week a success for me personally. I am surprised that I actually managed to read those 500 pages, or those over 500 pages this week, considering it really felt like I was failing at the beginning of the week. It all just proved to me that everything is just in your perspective, in your mindset at the time. Once I started thinking more positively, or once I allowed myself the space to decompress and then readjust and was able to think more positively, everything started to feel a lot more possible. So that is great. With that being said, did you enjoy the video? Did you enjoy my face, my voice, my actionness? If you did, go ahead and press that like button down below and press the subscribe button and the bell notification if you like to be notified when I upload. If you like to stay connected with me, as I would like to stay connected with you, go ahead and follow me on all my social medias linked down below. What are some of the things that are essential for your nighttime routine? I would love to know what you all do to decompose and decompress for the day. If you'd like to support this channel further, I of course will have my Ko-fi and Amazon wish list linked down below as well. I believe that that is everything, although I am probably forgetting something because I always forget something. But, bye guys.